afternoon, everybody. Would you look at that? Huh? What? Say what? Recognize it? Yeah. That is the old 1086. And she is in a new location today. So you know what that means? We got it going. So I finished putting together this thing. It's been a few days now. And put it back together and test drove it. And thought that I done screwed up. And that I was going to have to tear this thing all back apart again. Because there was an awful grinding noise coming from it. And long story short, tore some things apart. Found out it was actually the park lock. Was not adjusted right, or the linkage had gotten stretched out, something like that. But the park lock was riding the reverse gear. Now, my theory is, over 40 years of this thing being around, the park lock, or the reverse gear, you know, has natural wear, has worn down a little bit. Linkage on the park has stretched a little bit. And when I threw the new reverse gear in it, you know, now my clearances are a little bit different. So my theory is that just with that new gear in there, the lock wasn't adjusted right, you know, blah blah blah. Linkage, I've adjusted as much as I can, and it was still making the noise. So what I did is I ended up, there's actually like a metal linkage that you can't adjust. They ended up actually putting a slight bend in it just for a temporary fix. I'm gonna go ahead and order a new one of those, and that should take care of my problems. But just to make sure that that's what it was, I put a slight bend in to kind of shorten it a little bit, and it works. So no more grinding noises. We've had it up and down the driveway, runs smooth, runs good. So I'm ready to put it to the test this year in hay season. So we'll see if she holds together, but we got a few more things we got to do to it. I've got a leaking axle seal, and I just realized that my hydraulic filter housing lid, apparently I didn't put that on right because it's leaking from it too. So not bad, but it's got some oil under it, so we're gonna figure that out. We got some bushings to put in the front spindle that we replaced, and we have an exhaust to put on, and then of course just putting the seat back in, and all that good stuff. And then we will be getting ready to do some body work and things to where the cab, you know, scraped against a tree. We've got a little bit of body work to do to it. I don't know if you can see it with the sun, but all that's kind of dented in, and of course the fender's ripped off of it. And I'm missing some steps because they're bent, and I've got to bend them back and put them back on. But other than that, everything's pretty daggum solid on her still. I need to remake my toolbox up front, and this tire has a leak in it, so that's cool. But yeah, but other than that, we're going to, first things first, we're going to do what's important, right? We're going to put a shiny new chrome stack on this thing, because that's what everyone loves, right? That's the important part. Shiny stack. So we're gonna put that on today first, and after we get that on, we'll see what we have time for. It's after lunch today, so I don't know how much I'll get done, but that's what we're gonna shoot for, is doing that. Chance of rain tomorrow, so I'd like to get some stuff done today. I've got some cabinets and stuff in the house I'm gonna work on. So I kind of like to work on that when it's raining and I can't be outside. But yeah. So with that, hey, don't forget to do the thing. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, guys. We've really appreciated all the people that have subscribed, the growth that the channel's been seeing, and I want to keep continuing to do this stuff. I think it's cool. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. I think y'all do. It seems like. But yeah, just keep telling people about us. Get them to subscribe and check us out. I think we do some neat stuff. Obviously, I'm no millennial farmer or nothing like that. But you know, got my own stuff going on, and I think it's kind of cool. But yeah, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. You like my pipe? Yeah, buddy. This is what let's see if we can. This is what's going on in the old girl. It's a 5-inch chino cut. I've got a reducer on it. It goes from 5-inch to the 3.5. The older model, the older model tractors that don't have the aspirated mufflers, they're actually 3-inch. But the new styles, the newer years like this one, with the aspirated mufflers, they're 3.5-inch. Not really sure why, but that's what they are. But so anyhow, so we got this reducer on it with a nice chrome band clamp to hold it all together. But yeah, this is what's going to go on the old girl. I'm excited about it because it's shiny and big, and I really like this cut. I was really debating on what to put. I'm not a huge fan of the curve. Thought about a flapper. Thought about just a miter cut. But then I found this, and I was almost looking to go with the 4-inch, but I couldn't find this cut in anything smaller than a 5-inch. So I just finally said, screw it. I think it's going to look really good. It's not too obnoxiously big. So yeah, we're gonna get on there and see what she looks like. Hopefully it looks good, and I didn't screw up. I don't think so. I've already had it on there once, just looking at it, and I thought it looked really good. So, but we'll get it fastened on for real this time, and check it out. Well, just like everything you buy aftermarket, it ain't right. Probably gonna end up having to cut this off and re-weld it, because that does not even line up remotely right. I got one bolt started in it, and it's barely in there, so I'll have to do something with that. Clamp this on here on a muffler eliminator. Now, like I said, this is the one with the aspirated air cleaner. So basically what it does is it kind of creates a suction as your exhaust comes through here. It sucks air from your air filter. It's supposed to help keep it clean. So like take dust and stuff that's in it, and it actually sucks it through and out the exhaust. Kind of a neat idea. It does have pretty good suction. I took a piece of paper and tested it out and sucked it right through there and shot it out the exhaust. So I'd say it does pretty good at doing what it was originally designed for. But yeah, so we're just gonna at least get it mocked up, so I can see what it's gonna look like. This piece will have to slide over here, and then my new exhaust pipe will slide down, and we'll put the clamp on it after we put this piece on it, and we'll be able to get to it from this center piece that's missing and be able to clamp it down. So go ahead and do that, and that way we can at least see what it looks like. Well, it looks like I'm actually going to have to cut that piece. It doesn't go down far enough, so if I put it like that, you'd see that ugly muffler clamp right here. So we're gonna go do that. Also, we're just gonna have to figure something out because it's not straight. So we're gonna have to get that freaking piece fixed and get that straightened out, and then we'll take a grinder, chop this off probably about right there, and then that'll let that go down far enough to where that'll be down in there, and I can slide right over it and you won't see it. Alright, I cut this up here. Oh geez, she will not cool it. I just weaned the calf and she's not letting go. Alright, so I cut this pipe and I bolted it on. Just, it's nothing permanent, it's just so I can see. So you can see this is flush now with this, so we're going to set our pipe on top of that, and then should be able to, if I can get it in the right spot, we'll get down in here and we'll clamp it. Yeah, it's a good fit right there. I kind of wanted that a little bit lower, but honestly that'll look pretty good. So yeah, and then we'll just get down in here and we'll put the muffler clamp on it, and yeah, so there she is. I think I got it straight. Let's see. I can't tell. The sun's in my eyes. Let's see. That way. There. Oh yeah. That looks really good. Step back and look at it. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. See? It's not too big for it. It looks really good. I think anyhow. I think it looks really good on it. It's not too big. About perfect, really. Yeah. Brum brum. Looks good. I like it. Like I said, I don't know if I can cut it a little bit more to where this will get down in there more. Kind of would like that to set more flush with the top, but we'll take a look at it. But I think it still looks good. I mean, obviously it's nothing perfect, but looks pretty good. At least put some money into it and got a chrome band clamp to match. I think it looks really good. I like it. Looks really good. Alright, we get this wheel rotated around. Like that. And we can finish loosening this. Which is hard to do one-handed. Alright, so here's our O-ring, and here's our seal that I guess is leaking. Yeah, it's no good. So, understandable why it's leaking. Alright, so here's our brand new seal compared to that hunk of junk. That goes in like that, and we'll take a hammer and we'll tap that in there. And then we've got our little bitty O-ring, well, not little bitty, but our O-ring that goes around the outside here. And I'll tell you what, daggone, it is hard to do this with one hand.
It's in the big hole, but it's cattywampus. We got a couple right there. You go.
So, well, all I got to do now is put this gas tank back on and put my fender on, straighten that piece of metal out, do some, I got these replacement pieces, so this will just get cut out and a new one get welded in. Same thing with that drip edge and like that. And I really need to replace the headliner, but we'll not worry about that now. I got a couple leaks. I know that this line's leaking, so I need to look at that and get that fixed. But yeah, so she's pretty much back together. So with that, that was pretty much all I got for today. Cows fed and go to the house. We're gonna probably put some cabinets together tonight when I get in. So we'll show you all that when I get that project done. Hopefully it won't be too long. I got a little wine fridge that's supposed to be delivering next week, I think. So it'll probably be next weekend we'll get that finished up. Then we'll have shelving and stuff to put in the pantry. But slowly getting the house done. So anyhow, we're gonna go just drive this up the driveway because, you know, why not? And then we'll come back and feed cows and call it a night. I think I got the old cow's bale hay out there, so we'll do that. But we appreciate you hanging with us. Not a very long day, but my morning was busy picturing some calves with a buddy of mine. So we did that this morning, came home and did a little bit on the tractor. Still got the spindle bushings to put in, forgot about that, but got the axle seal in. So, and I did take the filter housing back off and put the O-ring back on it. So hopefully that'll quit leaking. Didn't have the O-ring on it right, so. But anyhow, that being said, catch you later. See you next time.